The gavel slams as Judge Vonda declares, "This is about the children." 3 powerful cases unfold. In the Parks case, a father is outraged his ex-wife left a $70,000 career for a cashier job. Judge Vonda warns, "I'm not about to play with you." In the Roberts case, a father cries, "But she lives with me." As the judge rules, your obligation is $803 a month. And in the Walker's case, when a father reveals his child lives with grandma, Judge Vonda delivers, "Both of you will pay child support to her." Support Court with Judge Vonda be top 3 cases. Real stories, real consequences. Subscribe now.
Okay, Mr. Parks.
Yes, ma'am.
Looks like you brought this case before the court. What's going on?
I just found out my wife just left her corporate job for a cashier job. I don't know why. Maybe it's because like she wants to get out of the payments of what she's doing.
Payments of what?
Child support, ma'am.
Okay.
We have a child together that we had in our marriage, and it's like, and all of a sudden I just found out just recently that she left her corporate job to take a couple of dollar paying job. How can you do this to us? How can you
Excuse me, sir. Sir, do not address her. Address me.
Case 1. The courtroom is called to order as Judge Bundy announces the case of Mr. Parks. The quiet weight of the moment settles, and as everyone takes their seats, Mr. Parks, appearing tense and clearly emotional, explains why he has brought the matter before the court. He reveals a shocking discovery: his ex-wife, once a professional in a corporate career earning a stable income, has suddenly abandoned that position to work as a cashier with a 5-year-old child depending on both parents. The change alarms him. For Mr. Parks, it is not just about money. It is about fairness and the future of his child.
Yes, ma'am. I do.
I mean, obviously she can't help your situation.
Yes.
That's why you're here, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so continue.
I don't know. It's just like when I found out, it's just like I was just shocked. I didn't know like how else to express it, but we had a child together.
How old is the child?
This child is like 5 years old, ma'am.
Is she paying anything in child support?
She's paying for the medical bills and she's paying for the support as well.
Medical support, you mean?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
Is there a reason why you're not?
Judge Bundy immediately asserts her authority. She instructs Mr. Parks to speak directly to her, not to his ex-wife. He complies, explaining the depth of his concern. How could someone with such qualifications walk away from a career that provided stability? His voice carries both confusion and frustration. The judge then turns to the ex-wife, asking for her perspective. Calm yet firm, she confirms she left her corporate job intentionally. Her explanation is that the stress of divorce made it impossible to continue in that environment. Her statement sparks debate. Was this truly about personal well-being or an effort to pay less child support?
Paying to support this child?
First of all, I left my corporate paying job, and after our divorce, I know he mentioned I'm his wife. Correction, I'm his ex-wife.
Okay. Congratulations. Continue.
We left that. I left my job, and the reason why I left it, and I did do it intentionally, I felt that it was not right.
Wait a minute. You intentionally left your job?
Yes, ma'am, I did. I had enough money in savings to still provide for my child and still provide medical insurance. So I felt that, the stress of my divorce.
The ex-wife insists she has enough savings to continue supporting her child, including medical coverage. Judge Bundy listens carefully, but redirects the focus. This hearing is not about the past marriage or personal struggles. It is solely about income and responsibility. The mother now reveals her new occupation, a head clerk at a convenience store, earning just $30,000 a year compared to her prior $70,000 corporate salary. The disparity raises questions. To the judge, this appears to be a deliberate choice, not a forced one. With a master's degree and 8 years of corporate experience, why accept a position requiring only a high school diploma?
Wasn't inhibiting me from performing my job.
Okay. First of all, that's a different court. We're not here to talk about anything that went on with the divorce. I just need to know about the money that you're making, because obviously the child lives with you. Is that correct, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
So, you have all this money in saving. Let's talk about it.
Okay.
How much did you make at your last job?
I annually $70,000.
$70,000, okay. And that's your only job?
It was my only job. Now I work at a convenience store.
Doing
Head
what?
clerk.
Doing what?
Head clerk.
Head clerk. Okay.
Judge's patience begins to wear thin. She presses harder, pointing out the mismatch between the mother's education and her chosen job. "I'm not about to play with you," she declares, her voice cutting through the courtroom. The words hang heavy, signaling she sees beyond excuses. Judge Bundy knows that some parents attempt to sidestep financial obligations by voluntarily earning less, and she makes it clear the court will not allow that. The room falls silent. Everyone senses that a pivotal ruling is approaching, one that could define how justice addresses intentional underemployment.
Okay, how much are you making now?
About 30,000 a year.
30,000. And what type of education do you have?
I have my master's.
You have a master's degree and you're a head clerk?
Yes, ma'am. Again, the stresses of the divorce inhibited me from doing my job.
Okay, don't say that again. You already said that once and we moved on from that. So, you're now making $30,000 a year and you think that I should base child support on $30,000 instead of the 70 that you intentionally stop working at?
Well, that is my annual income now, $30,000.
With precision, Judge Bundy moves to calculations. She establishes the ex-wife's true earning capacity, not the $30,000 she currently makes, but the $70,000 salary she once earned. From this, $300 is deducted for health insurance costs, leaving a net monthly income of roughly $4,497. Applying Texas guidelines, the judge rules that 20% of this amount must go toward child support. That comes to nearly $900 each month. The ex-wife's reaction is a mix of shock and resignation, but the judge remains steadfast. The court's priority is the child, not the convenience of either parent.
Annual income now, when did you start working at your corporate job?
A year ago.
A year ago. How long were you there?
I was there for about 8 years.
8 years with the master's degree at a head clerk position. What's the qualification to work at that job? It's such as, do you need a degree?
You just need a high school diploma.
High school diploma,
yes,
and you have a master's degree. I'm not about to play with you. I'm not about to play with you. $70,000 a year. You said you covered a child on health insurance. How much is that?
$300 a month.
$300 a month. Ma'am, I'm going to make you pay child support. You came, obviously, in this courtroom to waste my time.
I have a question.
The mother attempts to protest. She argues that her emotional distress justified leaving her career and questions why her ex-husband cannot secure a higher-paying job instead. But Judge Bundy is firm. The child lives with him, and her financial responsibility remains unchanged. Her claim of distress may be valid, but it does not excuse the obligation. The judge's advice is sharp yet measured. If she is struggling emotionally, she must seek medical support, not use it as grounds to avoid financial duty. The order is final. Nearly $900 per month will be paid to ensure the child's needs.
And how come I have to get a corporate job? How come he can't get a corporate job?
He can get a job, but the child lives with him, right?
Well, yes, and I think the reason why the child is even with him to begin with is because, this is a different court. Never mind, like you said.
Okay, thank you. So, moving right along, $70,000 a month. A year, excuse me. I put your...
I'm not making $70,000 a month anymore. I'm making $30,000 a year now.
You're making $30,000 a year now, but ma'am, you intentionally work at a job that pays you less. And you think that you're gonna come in this courtroom and get me.
For the gavel falls, attorney Vonda Bailey steps in to explain the legal principles behind the ruling. She outlines Texas law with clarity. Intentionally lowering your income does not reduce your child support obligations. If the court determines a parent is underemployed by choice, it can base payments on their prior earning potential. The lesson is powerful. Child support law values the best interests of children above parental strategies. Bailey emphasizes that education, past employment, and financial capacity all carry weight. What unfolded in this case serves as a warning to anyone who thinks they can outsmart the system.
$4,497.98. How many children?
One.
One child, okay. 20%, $899.60 is going to be your monthly child support obligation that you're going to pay each month to this man. You're looking confused, and I don't understand why you're looking
I'm not
like
looking confused. You said what you're saying, and I'm okay. I'm taking it all in.
Oh, okay. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Now, do you have anything further?
No, ma'am.
That's it?
Yes, ma'am.
That's it from you? Okay, if there's nothing further, you all are dismissed.
All right, thanks so much.
You're welcome.
The episode concludes with reflection. The mother once held a $70,000 career, supported by advanced education, yet chose to work for less. The court saw through the move and ruled accordingly. For viewers, the message is clear. Child support is about responsibility, not convenience. Attorney Vonda Bailey encourages reflection. Do you know someone facing a similar issue? Could their choices end up in a courtroom like this? The law ensures children remain provided for. No matter what, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and stay tuned for more powerful courtroom stories that reveal how justice is served.
I still pay child support because our daughter goes to school. It's better for her to go to school in her area as opposed to mine. Our schools are terrible. We don't really do well over there, and her school is great over there. But I wanted kind of a reduction.
Wait a minute, when you say reduction, you're paying child support to her.
Yes.
Who does the child live with?
Me. But she goes to school with her.
It's not a, wait a minute.
Yes,
you all know that's not how this works, right?
What?
Case 2. The courtroom fills with quiet tension as Judge Bundy begins the session. Mr. Roberts has filed this case, and the judge quickly asks why he is here. His explanation raises eyebrows. Although his daughter lives with him, he continues to pay child support to her mother. Roberts explains that the arrangement was meant to support their daughter's schooling, since her mother's district offered better opportunities, yet this does not align with how child support law works. The courtroom leans in something about this arrangement feels deeply flawed, and Judge Bundy prepares to unravel it.
The person who the child lives with does not pay child support. The person who the child does not live with pays child support.
Well, ma'am, originally we had an agreement with the court.
And it's your honor or judge.
I'm sorry, Your Honor.
Oh, go ahead.
My bad. We originally had an agreement, but she goes to night school. So, our daughter lives with me.
Okay,
but she goes to her school.
That you guys have an agreement.
Yes, ma'am.
But the person that the child lives with does not pay child support. You understand that, right, ma'am?
Yes, but I'm the one that pays for her schooling.
Judge Bundy cuts straight to the heart of the issue. She explains firmly that the parent who has primary custody should not be paying child support to the other. Mr. Roberts looks uneasy but repeats his situation. Yes, the child lives with him, but he has still been paying support under their earlier agreement. His ex-partner quickly speaks up, defending herself by saying she uses the money to pay for their daughter's schooling. $600 a month, she states, goes directly toward tuition, but the courtroom energy shifts as the judge questions the fairness of this arrangement.
How much is her schooling?
It's $600 a month.
$600 a month. But the child lives with him. She has needs outside of school. You understand that, right?
Yes, I understand.
So the child is living with you.
Yes.
You're paying for her day-to-day expenses.
Absolutely.
You're paying for her extracurricular activities, I'm assuming, right?
Absolutely. Yes, ma'am.
What are you paying for besides school?
I only pay for school and the food that she eats on a day-to-day basis.
You put food in his house? Why don't y'all just get back together?
Judge Bundy presses further. She reminds the mother that while education is important, the child also has everyday needs: housing, food, electricity, and extracurricular costs, all of which are covered by Mr. Roberts. The imbalance becomes clear. The father is shouldering the majority of responsibility, yet money still flows the wrong way. When the judge jokes briefly that the pair should reconcile, Mr. Roberts quickly declines. Citing a volatile history between them, the room chuckles for a moment. But the laughter fades as the legal reality returns. Child support is about the child's needs, not private arrangements.
No, that's not a good idea.
That doesn't make any sense.
She's kind of volatile. So we like each other outside of a relationship, but in a relationship, it's kind of volatile. So
Okay.
yeah,
So, guys, that's not how this works, okay?
yes, ma'am.
You should not be paying child support to her, and the child lives with you. Are you giving him the money back?
No,
What are you doing with the money?
I spend it on her schooling.
You spend it on what?
Using it.
Courtroom atmosphere intensifies. Judge Bundy turns to the mother with a simple question: how much does she earn? When she answers $50,000 a year, the reaction is immediate. Mr. Roberts looks stunned. Admitting he didn't even know she had a job, the judge's voice sharpens. Transparency, she insists, is non-negotiable in family court. Withholding that information is unacceptable. To the judge, this is no game. She reminds both parents that child support is serious, not optional. As the truth emerges, the balance of financial obligation begins to shift, and it is clear a new ruling is on its way.
To pay for her schooling.
To pay for her school, but she does not live with you. You know what? How much money you make a year?
I make $50,000 a year.
Wait, hold up.
Did I say something wrong?
I didn't know you had a job.
What do you mean, hold up?
I didn't know she had a job.
Wait a minute, you didn't tell him you worked?
I just started
See,
working.
you're coming in here playing these games. Look, we're not here to play games, okay? He should have known that you were working. And you should not be taking money away from him, and you have a job, and you're making how much?
I'm making $50,000 a year.
$50,000.
Judge Bundy begins calculating with methodical precision. She reviews the mother's income, roughly $4,166 gross each month, netting around $3,266 after deductions. For one child, Texas law requires 20% of net income towards support, about $653 per month. The numbers don't lie. The judge looks directly at the mother, who sits in shock. She has been receiving $600 monthly from Roberts, despite making $50,000 a year and not having primary custody. The irony is striking. The court, however, is clear. The time has come for obligations to align with the law and with fairness.
$1 a year? You know what? You think it's a game.
In all honesty, Judge, I
In
just
all
started
honesty,
working.
you think it's a game. That's not cute. And this is not funny. This is a serious matter. This man is paying child support for a child who lives with him. He has to pay extra money for his expenses and everything. You understand that? So you have a 2-bedroom home or
Yes, ma'am.
apartment?
Yes, ma'am.
He has to get an extra bedroom. That's extra money that he could be saving. Do you understand that?
I understand.
Electricity bill, all the other expenses, they're increasing.
The mother tries to justify herself, claiming she just started working and used his money for schooling. But Judge Bundy is unmoved. The child lives with Roberts, who already pays health insurance and bears daily expenses. The judge reminds her that this includes an extra bedroom, higher utility bills, and countless incidental costs. These are real, tangible sacrifices. She emphasizes that parents cannot simply redirect funds however they choose. The order is firm. The mother will now pay child support. Reflecting both her income and the true custodial arrangement, the balance of justice has shifted.
While you're sitting on $50,000 a year. Okay, so based on the calculation I have here, have your gross at $4,166.67, brings your net down to $3,266.81. How many children do you have, ma'am?
Just one.
Just one? Okay. That's going to be based on 20%. So child support is $653.37. You can close your mouth. It's okay. You're getting $600 right now.
When numbers finalize into obligations, Judge Bundy explains $653 per month in child support, plus $150 in medical reimbursement. Since Roberts already covers insurance, that brings her total monthly obligation to $803. The mother's expression speaks volumes: shock, disbelief, and resistance. Yet the court is clear. This amount is not punishment. It is a fair distribution of responsibility. For too long, Roberts paid support for a child who lived under his roof. That ends today. The courtroom feels the weight of this ruling, a reminder that honesty and accountability are essential in matters of family and finance.
Yes, ma'am.
So you, ma'am, will be paying $653.37 plus $150 as medical reimbursement for the child, which brings your monthly obligation to $803.37. And again, you can close your mouth because that's what it's going to be.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Any other questions, anything else pertaining to the child? We're not here to play games, ma'am. You need to do what's right by him as well as by your child. Everybody clear?
Yes, ma'am.
If nothing further, you all are dismissed.
The gavel falls, but the lesson continues. Attorney Vonda Bailey steps in to explain the law. She clarifies that when a child lives primarily with one parent, that parent should not be paying child support to the other. In this case, the court corrected the imbalance, ordering the mother, who earns $50,000 a year, to contribute fairly. Bailey highlights how expenses like schooling and health insurance factor into calculations. For viewers, the takeaway is powerful. Child support is about the child's well-being, not loopholes or secret incomes. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and stay tuned for more cases that reveal how justice truly works.
To my ex-wife, Jennifer, Currently, our daughter is in my mother's custody, and I'm bringing this case.
Wait. Why is your daughter in your mother's custody?
So she was initially in my custody, but before this year, I was a teacher, and I got promoted to principal. But I'm now working at a school that's on the other side of town. I wanted to make sure that my daughter stayed in the school that she's in because she has been there for the past 4 years. And I wanted to make sure that, well, she's been in that district for the past 4 years, and I wanted to keep her development because I agree with the education plan that they have there. So I took the job because it was more money. And
Case 3. The court is called to order, and the Walkers take their places before Judge Bundy. Blaine Walker, the father, has filed this case, and his story immediately sparks curiosity. For the past year, he has been paying $500 per month in child support to his ex-wife, Jennifer. But the reality is startling. Their daughter doesn't live with Jennifer or Blaine. Instead, she resides with Blaine's mother, a retired city worker. Blaine explains he took a new job as a school principal across town, and to preserve stability in his daughter's education, she remained with his mother.
it was a better career for me. And
More money, so should you be paying more in child support then? If
Well,
you're
I-
making more money?
Well, I think that I should be paying my mother the child support. Currently, I'm paying my ex-wife the child support, and I have no idea where those funds are going.
How much do you pay in child support?
$500 a month.
Okay. Continue.
And so she's in my mother's custody right now. My mother is retired. We had the conversation. We had an amicable conversation about my daughter living with my...
Judge listens intently, then seeks clarification. If the child lives with Blaine's mother, why is Jennifer still receiving child support? Blaine's request is straightforward. Redirect those payments to his mother, who shoulders the day-to-day responsibility. But when Jennifer is asked directly, her explanation raises eyebrows. She claims she has been using the money for food, clothing, and other needs expenses the court sees as normal parenting. Judge Bundy cuts through her reasoning. The money should follow the child, not flow into the hands of a parent who does not provide primary care.
My mother, because she is retired, she worked for the city of Dallas for 28 years.
She worked?
Ma'am, we do not need the extra. My bailiff, Mr. A.K.A. Fuller, he will make sure that you're escorted out of this courtroom if you cannot control yourself. Understood?
Yes, Judge.
Thank you. You may continue.
So ultimately, the main goal of this case is that I want to move the child support from my ex-wife and then start paying
Rightfully so. There's no reason she should still be getting any type of child support payments. Ma'am,
Jennifer insists she has receipts to show she spends the funds on their daughter, but Judge Bundy's patience is thin. Parenting, she reminds her, does not qualify as reallocating child support. Then the judge asks the crucial question, does the child live with Jennifer? The answer is no. The courtroom grows tense. The facts are clear: the child lives with Blaine's mother, not with either parent. Jennifer's continued collection of child support payments now stands on shaky ground. The case transforms from a dispute between ex-spouses to a direct question of accountability and fairness.
Ms. Walker, have you been reallocating these payments that you're receiving from Mr. Walker to his mother?
Yes, Your Honor. I have receipts. I have everything. I've been taking care of my child.
What type of receipts are you talking about?
Receipts for me buying her food, clothes,
Okay, that's
shoes.
called parenting. That's not child support.
Well, I'm using his money for the kid
But the child does not live with you, correct?
because of him.
That wasn't my question. The child does not live with you, correct?
Yes, that's correct, Judge.
Okay. Where is it that you are working right now?
Judge Bundy shifts her focus to Jennifer's employment. She works as an office manager at a dental practice, earning $70,000 per year. Jennifer mentions she is also a single mother of 3, but the judge is unmoved. Many parents face the same challenges, she explains, and personal expenses do not outweigh the child's legal right to fair support. The judge pushes further. Why should Jennifer be receiving payments for a child who isn't in her care? The courtroom grows silent. It is becoming evident that both parents will soon face new financial responsibilities.
Right now, I am an office manager at Walker's Dentistry.
Office manager? Okay.
That's what I do, Judge. I'm an office manager right now.
Okay. And how much is it that you make a year?
Maybe about $70,000.
$70,000. Okay.
And I'm also a single mother.
Okay. Well, congratulations. There are a lot of single mothers in this world. So that's not information that we need in terms of calculating child support, okay? How many children do you have?
I have a total of 3. I have one with Mr. Walker,
and I have two with.
Blaine provides more details, explaining that his daughter remains with his mother to preserve stability in her schooling. Jennifer tries to argue that the child had behavior issues when moving between households. But Judge Bundy interrupts. This information is unnecessary. What matters most is residency. Since the daughter lives primarily with Blaine's mother, child support should flow to her directly. Blaine's payments to Jennifer no longer make sense. The legal framework is clear. Support follows custody. This realization sets the stage for a dramatic shift in financial obligations that neither parent can avoid.
My previous husband.
Okay. All right. Continue. What
Judge,
is your reason for this child living with his mother and you're receiving child support payments? And according to your testimony, you're giving the money to his mother. Is that correct information? Is she giving the money to your mother?
That is incorrect, Your Honor.
Okay. Is your mother here today?
She is not. My daughter's actually home sick with the flu. So she's at home with my mother right now.
Okay.
Judge, our daughter Kayla was living with me, and Blaine decided to come get her on the weekends. You know, everything was perfectly fine.
Judge reviews Jennifer's financials in detail. Her gross monthly income is about $5,833, with net pay just over $4,600. After taxes, she also covers health insurance, paying $50 per month. Jennifer attempts to emphasize her mortgage and car note, but the judge quickly dismisses these claims. Personal bills do not influence child support calculations for Blaine. The math is equally important. He has been paying $500 a month unnecessarily. Now, the court must correct this imbalance, ensuring that the grandmother who actually provides the care receives the proper financial support.
You said you made $70,000 a year. Does that include any overtime or anything?
That includes overtime, yes it does.
Okay, so I have your gross at $5,833.33. Now, after taxes are taken out, that comes down to $4,625.06. Who pays health insurance for the child?
Blaine
I do,
does.
Your Honor.
Okay, how much is health insurance?
For the past year, I've been paying $50.
The ruling is delivered with precision. Jennifer is ordered to pay $707 per month, $682 in child support plus $25 toward health insurance reimbursement. Blaine's $500 contribution is redirected from Jennifer to his mother. Acknowledging the reality of custody, for the first time, both parents will now contribute directly to the caregiver actually raising their child. Jennifer appears stunned. The courtroom understands the message. Child support is not a tool for personal income. It is a lifeline meant to follow the child. Justice has been recalibrated and accountability restored.
28 cents for child support and $25 for health insurance. Mr. Walker, your $500 payments will be reallocated to your mother. And as I stated, Ms. Walker, that $707.28 will go directly to his mother as well, since that is who the child is living with. Am I right?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, is there anything else from either of you? If nothing further, you all are dismissed. Thank you.
Attorney Vonda Bailey steps in to clarify the law. She explains that when a child does not live with either parent, both parents remain obligated to pay child support. The caregiver in this case, the grandmother, is entitled to receive financial support from both sides. Bailey adds a vital note: even judges can make miscalculations, and parents must know the numbers themselves. The takeaway is clear: child support always follows the child's best interests. For more real courtroom stories and legal lessons, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and stay tuned for the next case. In these three cases, one truth was clear: child support always follows the child. In case 1, a father realized that higher income doesn't mean he keeps paying support. Depends on who the child actually lives with. In case 2, emotions, breakups, and conflict couldn't change the law because the child's stability comes first. And in case 3, support was redirected to the grandmother, proving that whoever provides the home and care is the one entitled to receive it. The lesson: child support is not about punishing a parent or rewarding another. It's about protecting the child's best interest every single time. Thank you for watching Support Court with Judge Vonda. Be sure to like, subscribe, and share, because these kids aren't raised on air alone.